G'day ladies and gentlemen, ScottyD here from the Australia's Tabletop Wargaming Network, and welcome into the next installment in our series, How to Play Warhammer 40,000, 10th edition. Now, this video, ladies and gentlemen, as I've mentioned, is the next installment in the How to Play Warhammer 40,000 10th edition series, where we're continuing to go through the core mechanics of the game, the different ways you're able to play Warhammer 40,000, and how to go about constructing army lists. Now, in this video specifically, we're going to be discussing the order that the battle round is in, as well as getting into the first phase of the battle round, which is the command phase. Now, jumping straight on into the battle round. Now, the battle round encompasses the turn that each player will take during the course of the game of Warhammer 40,000. The battle round has changed from what it was during 9th edition to its 10th edition form. The battle round now consists of the following 5 phases in this following sequence. You start off with the command phase, you then have the movement phase, followed by the shooting phase, then the charge phase, followed by the fight phase. Now, if you played Warhammer 40,000 during 9th edition, 2 different phases have actually been removed. The psychic phase and the morale phase, both of which have taken different forms in 10th edition. Now, during each player's turn, they go through the phases in sequential order before getting into the next battle round. Now, at the start of each player's turn, they go through the command phase, and this is the first phase of the battle round, as we've just mentioned, and it has got a few different parts to it. The first thing you need to do when you are playing with tactical secondary objectives is draw up to 2 objective cards until you have 2 secondary objective cards active. However, there are also mission rules that do say you can draw additional cards and discard 1, or you draw up to 3 as well, so just bear those in mind. They will happen at this step as well. Then the next step in the command phase at the second point of order is that both players gain 1 command point in the command phase. Now, outside of gaining command points during the command phase, players are actually limited to only gaining 1 additional command point during a battle round, limiting players to at most getting 3 command points total per battle round. The third step in the command phase is to resolve any of your unit's abilities, detachments, or army rules that occur during this phase. Such examples for this could be designating the target for your Oaths of Moment benefit for Space Marines, or a Primaris Tech Marines Blessings of the Omnissiah ability, just to suggest 2 different ones that they could be. Now, after you have resolved these abilities, the 4th step of the command phase is the Battle Shock step. Now, Battle Shock is the new way that a unit's morale is handled in 10th edition of the game, which used to be its own phase at the end of the battle round sequence. However, it has now been rolled into the command phase section. Now, a unit has to take a Battle Shock test if it is below half of its starting strength. Now, for each unit, you roll 2d6 and compare the dice result to the unit's leadership value. If it is equal to or higher than the leadership value for the unit, then they have passed their Battle Shock test. However, if the roll result is less than the leadership value for the unit, they are to be considered as battle shocked for this battle round. Now, whilst a unit is battle shocked, they cannot be selected as a target of any stratagems. They are considered to have an objective control characteristic of 0, and if they make a fallback move, they must make a desperate escape test when they are going to do so. Now, for this, it is important to understand what the strength of a unit is and how we work that out. Now, a unit's starting strength is the number of models that are in a unit when you add it to your army list. Now, a unit's starting strength can be affected if you add any character units with the leader ability to them as well. So, for example, in my current 2,000 point Space Marine army list, I run a unit of 10 Stern Guard. I put a Primaris Captain and a Primaris Lieutenant in there as well. That means the unit's starting strength is 12. It's got 10 Stern Guard base and the 2 characters. Now, a unit is considered to be below half strength when it has got less than half the number of models remaining in the unit, or it is below half its remaining wounds if it is a single model unit. Now, after you have resolved your battle shock checks for the various units in your army, the final step from battle round 2 onwards is to score the primary mission. Now, the primary mission card that you have drawn to play your mission will tell you what you are scoring and how you score points for the primary mission. So for example, we're going to pull up the Take and Hold primary mission card, which says the players whose turn it is during the command phase scores 5 victory points per objective marker they control, up to a maximum of 15 points per turn. And after you have scored your primary mission points in the command phase, you are ready to move on to the movement phase. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I know this one is a bit short and sweet when it comes to looking at both the battle round and the command phase, but these two things are pivotal to when you are playing a game of Warhammer 40,000. I hope I gave you a nice, clear explanation of what they are, what they involve, and everything that is included, particularly with the command phase and the sequencing that it does follow as well. Now, if you do enjoy this video, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to leave a like. If you have any feedback or any questions, leave a comment down below, or you can just leave your favorite emoji as well, because engagement. And if you did enjoy the content here or any of the other content we create here on the ATWN, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you're able to be notified as to when we are releasing more content here on YouTube, whether that's more episodes in our How to Play Warhammer 40,000 10th Edition series, or whether that's our From Sprue to Tabletop series, or the tournament coverage that we do as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to catch us on our live streams when we are doing tournament coverage, or when we're doing hobbying sessions with myself, or I'm working on commission painting projects, or we might be doing the ITC South Pacific Snapshot, feel free to go and find us over on Twitch and drop us a follow there as well, which is free, and you can support the network by doing so, so you're able to be notified as to when we are starting up the stream, when we're going to be doing live content, and you can catch us there as well. But ladies and gentlemen, hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.